Hello. Alright. Oh yeah, like output. I keep forgetting. I also keep forgetting that if I go to switch my audio source things, it does actually just go to black screen. There we are. Okay. Sorry, I keep forgetting that whenever I do a stream without in between plugging or unplugging my headphones, I have to remind OBS that I'm not that the output is the thing that's making noise. Right now, jeez, pushy today, aren't we? There, hydrated. All right. Damon, I don't think you were here for the last time. Last time we managed to suppress Gebra and Tifreth. We also memory repoed twice, which I don't think I actually ever added to the counter. Let me do that. Yeah, we memory repoed twice because a lot of people died in both goes. Gebra just killed a lot of people. Tifreth, I happened to do on the same day that I accidentally picked Melting Love, which resulted in one of my best agents dying, and I did not want to deal with that. I'm not sure why so many things unequip themselves when I do memory repos like this. It's kind of annoying. It's fuck, you can have access, I guess. And whose stuff is there? He had an ecstasy. I think he was our president, and I think he was one of our censored users. And I can have an Exuvier. I restart from day one. We will see if I have to do that. It might end up coming to that at some point. We haven't had to yet, but he was hoping that we just don't have to, period. Oh fuck, we lost Letitia. Damn, that was one of my favorite looking suits. Resolve for a while always was like that. Got the button. Ah, the button. Gotta love the button, question mark. Why do so many people get on the clip with shit? It's annoying. You know what, you can have an access agent. We have someone who's good with slowing people down, slowing employee suppression down. Long Vaughn gets their grinder back. Iha, what the hell did you have? I think you had our Colorado Harvests. Guess you got a pleasure then. Welcome back, Ramirez. We missed you. Get off on day 19. Oh, for Deb's mission, I assume? Move Everett and Ramirez down into extraction. Let's take Dana out of extraction. Some training. Who else can join them down there? You know what? Bong Bong 2 has proved themselves by somehow getting to level 5. Played any other games from Project Moon? I have not. This is the first one I played. Make sure we're good on ego equipment. I know there's a few we don't have all of, like Pleasure. Or not Pleasure, that's Harvest. I'm planning to play Library of Ruin after this, because the series definitely has piqued my interest. Not sure if it'll be like, I just immediately hop into Library of Ruin after this, or if I play a different game in between. But I am definitely planning on playing it. Okay, got everything. Wake up, I'm cheesed to meet you. The police can't find the evidence to conclude anything. The case goes cold. I wake up. Cheesed. I gotta hire some new dorks to go into the empty slots. Fucking John. Most normal name. Immediately followed up with Yuri. And Yumi. Oh yeah, also we need someone for welfare team. Welcome to Team Julian. Get you guys some stuff too. Have a tie ranks, you can have the Pleasure. Fuck it, why not? Nice, here you go, here's a Harmony. John, you can just be the Siren guy. Someone needs to wield Pleasure. Also, I forgot about Julian. You know, Julian, since you're part of welfare team, you can have some slightly better stuff. Even though you have, by no means, have earned it. Alright, just gotta get through today, and then we can do just its suppression. And hopefully we don't pick up anything too bad in terms of abnormalities. I'm also gonna save getting more stuff from Scarecrow until we've... I'll work with the Scarecrow for a bit. I'll save, like, extracting his stuff until we can get the 5 we need for Finance mission all at once. Because I don't think it carries over. Rose has to fucking just dish it back on. I want to see your eyes. Did I actually equip all my Aleph level weapons? I don't think I did. Yeah, I think I forgot to do that. Yeah, well, today shouldn't actually be that hard, so... I know Scarecrow searching for wisdom has freeze containment. Whatever will we do about this? Wait, no. No, don't. Don't actually extract the stuff. Wanna wait until we can do it all at once for buying a... Ina, however the fuck you pronounce the name. First, that's like 60 in total. Okay, we'll have to do one more. But that's fine. No big deal. Ooh, Toto. Fine, man. Thank you. Did I lower the volume? Yeah, I did. I forgot I did that last time. God, it's so nice to know that we don't have to deal with Sound Orchestra melting down ever again. I mean to worry about that thing's stressful as hell. I'll have to work a bit with Nameless Fetus in order to make sure I have enough boxes for it. Should I need to make more stuff, but also I do not want to have to actually work with Nameless Fetus. Because then that means I have to sacrifice somebody, because anything less than perfect runs the risk of the baby getting pissed. Jump scare warning, by the way. 3, 2, 1, now. Spooky. House of jump scares. Pathetic. Not even a threat. Wait, hold on. What the fuck is Dana doing in here? I didn't pay attention to it until just now, but Dana's level 3. She's one of our, like, throwaway units. What did she do? Why was she automatically in the extraction team? What the fuck? Oh, wait, no, yeah, I think I did. I think I put her in the training team. Or I think I put her in training team or something so I could, like, equip her with WoW level gear and send her into sensor to show OPR that anyone who tried to do the methods he told me about would go insane immediately. Okay, that's one away from Meltdown. Get people split up across the hallways. You know, you do stay here because they might No, they move. I don't think they show up in these hallways actually. Oh, that's a clerk. I expected it and it still jump scared me. Actually, I forgot to send someone over to this hallway. Rose, that's your job then. You know, stay there because I found my teleport in. Okay. If I could find spots. Oh, an immediate Crimson Noon. Immediate Crimson Noon right after. Okay. Ooh, how is Toto so low already? Okay, no, she should be fine. Just barely. Sheesh. If I'd sent someone to do attachment work with the lady facing the wall, she actually would have went insane. Yeah, stark difference, half full, half empty. Took me a long time too because I'm Angela and I'm not the smartest. I keep forgetting to take Kana out of Central Command in exchange for someone like Julian or something because someone needs to be able to work with the Singing Machine. Okay, so Singing Machine won't melt down ever again. We're actually fine. This will spawn in a guy. Where exactly is he? All the way up there. Alright. Rose will go beat the shit out of it, and everyone else will get into stations for clowns. Rose will kick the absolute shit out of it, and then we can just get going. Oh, Jacob got the glasses from Little Helper. There should be a person just about every hallway that one of them could have spawned in. Or that one of them could have teleported to, I should say. Okay, one of them did get away, but, like, whatever. I don't think we're too fussed about the Pode's counter going down a little bit. Or is it? Oh. Here we go. These ordeals aren't actually that hard. If anything, they're pretty helpful to have since they just give us like a flat percentage of our energy quota. We don't need to work with Century more. It's fine. He can stay lonely. Any of you work with Porcupus, you'll die. So like, don't. Georgia got this stupid little horns from Utolta. Yeah, the capo is locked. I'll test Toto whether or not they want to try and get censored ego gift over Justicia. They may like that, they may not, I'm not sure. I think we could win work down the orchestra. Okay, let's do more boxes. Gets us to the end of the day fatter. But do not do refreshing work with crumbling armor, that's going to kneecap you. You know what you can do? Just go work with Blue Star again. And only welfare and extraction can actually melt down now. And records once we actually get that open. Okay, Eugene did do too good on Sound Orchestra. That did lower his counter. Good thing we haven't worked with him any before now. Should be almost there. Nice to have some routine days in between the boss fights. There we go. Wait for all the work to finish up, so that way we can make sure that everyone's getting as much fast as possible. On it. Hi, hey Sad. Alright, Tower of the Galaxy would, like, nearly guarantee we actually get the HE gear we need. The one which man. All that remains the hollow pride of a weathered knight. Okay, I don't want to. Do I take Child of the Galaxy for the guaranteed, like, go at the fucking mission ego, or do I do one of the, or do I do the new one? Hmm. We should do new ones. Keep on calling you A, but you might not be A anymore, considering you have a completely different set of memories. Wowie zowie. Very, very wise of you, Angela. You know, given how I just, like, kind of offhandedly talked to her, I would not be surprised if I will not be surprised when she turns out to be the bad guy. Okay, this is a wow. This is a wow. Okay, yeah, I did not even come close to equipping all the new gear. We have a lot of gear for the Prudent. Oh, hey! Ramirez got the horns from Void Dream. Neat. You know, Ramirez can get Sound of a Star. Not that thing. And weapon-wise, you have a Decision and a Sound of a Star to give out. Everett can get a Justicia. And Bong Bong can have Sound of a Star. If we're gonna do that, we might as well give Bong Bong a better suit as well. Welcome to the grunge department. And get Dana out of here. Welcome to the team, Mason. Dana now don't got nothing. Apparently, she's still actually wearing her suit, even though I did this before I replaced it. I did. Okay, not sure why she still has the suit, but whatever. Alright. Just a anomaly with the damage our employees receive is detected. I imagine we'll be able to handle a new WoW. You know what this? Ooh, rainy. Oh, hello. Okay, so here's the damage type up here. I take it that this means white damage is currently fucked. You have white work damage, right? Okay, yeah. But send Rose up there, work once, and just to get a feel for how much damage is potentially bugged. And let's look new. Ooh! Hello! You're pretty. Oh, I can't wait to mess around with you. Of course, I wasn't looking at the Wasn't looking when the actual failed box hit. Actually, hold on. I could probably send one of y'all to work with Void Rings. There's someone I don't need to send Rose. I send someone weaker to work on it. That way they actually fail boxes. As long as they don't die. Justin should be fine. Eliza should be able to snap him out of it should something happen. Hey, let's see what kind of damage we're looking at here. How boring. Understandably terrified. 3? That's not a lot of damage. If I have it wrong, is everything but white damage for? Frank, go press Scorch Girl. Let's take a look at what kind of damage he deals. 2. Okay. Is it just because, like, he's super weak? Is there someone more threatening we can work with that does the damage without, like, risking killing anybody? I mean, all things considered, I imagine Yunhu will be able to survive. She makes it out of encounters with Blue Star with a very steady amount of HP, like, regardless. Ah, fuck, I forgot that I forgot there's actually gonna be no one into the welfare team. $14, okay, yeah. White damage is up. Jinju should be fine, but we absolutely need to be careful about white damage. You look sad. The fact that you're sad means attachment work, probably. I don't know. Ramirez, go do this early. I imagine the exact damage type that's messed up is going to change with time. I know you're really pretty. I know it's either a facade or she's like holding something back, but like, oh, he's blue now. That's her attack. He has not trusting that. Not after melting glove. An ego gift? No. Chesed complete. The first employee who completes their work with a good work result will receive 00173's blessing. From then on, the employee will be referred to as 001731. 00171 could only aid in suppressing abnormalities. Furthermore, thanks to the blessing, red, white, and black damage dealt them was halved, however, pale was doubled. 00173's blessing dissipated when 01731 died or panicked. After the blessing was gone, new employee could receive it. So, Ramirez can't do any work, but is better at fighting? Yeah, I can't select Ramirez. But seemingly only Ramirez can have the blessing. You gotta do some fortitude training with the current comic dreaming. What's your Yeah. 4 higher fortitude, 2 or lower temperance. Do we have any of those? Ah. No one down here is weak enough. How do I do more work with you without risking, like, it potentially spreading if it's a thing that spreads? I'm gonna try and, like, get them to move past each other, like, the exact same time. What's that? Okay, it doesn't look like it's spreading anything like Melting Love's thing does. Also, attachment seems to work pretty good. I also did not see what kind of damage this thing did. White. It deals white damage. Shit. Fusion shits helpless heals while the work goes on, not saying anything. The dwells in her past glories just like her sisters. Oh, shit. She's just as panicking. Okay. Eugenian, who should be able to deal with that just fine. Oh, Andy's just trying to break out, like, Forsaken Murderer and stuff. Fucking hell. Oh, absolutely not. Okay, no, it wasn't going censored. Pick up great intercept. Where the fuck is he? Oh, he returned down here. Okay, Great Victoria Blossoms is not that. Okay, it seems like the damage. Seems like our white damage is also increased. That's nice, at least. Yeah, I'll let Ramirez back in here because it doesn't seem like anything happened when passed by. When the blessed unit panicked, she escaped from the containment. Containment drills occurred when they died. Oh yeah, nothing. No actual mention of a Cliff-Off counter. So seemingly, as long as Ramirez stays alive, she'll be fine? Question mark. Actually, no. Not yet. I need to, like, swap it with something that doesn't really matter that much. That way, in case it switches to the damage it does. Okay, now it's red damage that hurts a lot. Which means you should be fine to work with now. Just need to avoid red damage then. Wait, magical girl? But... What? You're not magical girl. Queen of Hatred's magical girl. Huh? Okay, yeah, I was right about attachment, it seems. Okay, the blessing doesn't seem to be causing any problems. What type of damage do you do? Fight damage. Okay, Yunhu can go work with that a bit more, get some more stats. Get that fortitude up. Don't bother doing fortitude. Don't even risk the red damage potentially being a problem. Okay. Okay, this seems very manageable so far. Okay, yeah, it's absolutely attachment. Wait, the Knight of Despair? Okay, so you are... So you're related to Queen of Hatred in some way, because she also was named Magical Girl, but is apparently the Queen of Hatred. You were Magical Girl, but also apparently the Knight of Despair. Also, the Eagle Gift is seemingly your little cheek tattoo. I wonder what the actual equipment is. I bet it looks really nice. Go ahead and start moving guys out to deal with the Fruits of Understanding whenever they spawn. I've got to be nearly as meticulous with this one because basically any of these guys should be able to get through Fruit of Understanding even if it's not in their exact hallway and kick their ass in seconds. Connie, you'll monitor welfare, just in case it spawns there. Everett, you stay in the super long hallway. Oh! No, okay, I was wondering, like, oh, you can actually go above quadruple digits. No, you can't. Again, some low risk. Just play facing the wall should work. Oh. Rain got more intense. Okay. 2 damage types are fucked now. Got it. This is also not the kind of song I was expecting. Oh, right, shit, with black damage being fucked. These might actually be a threat. No one seems to be hurt other than Halligan, though. Okay. Dealt with, but that's something we're going to have to keep an eye out for in the future. If an ordeal spawns, it does the type of damage we're not particularly equipped to handle. Also, finding abnormalities we can properly work with is going to be very fun. Me when I lie. I don't actually have a lot of different guys that do red or pale damage. It's mostly white and black. Yeah, no, she doesn't have a clip health counter. Ooh! Is that a rapier? The sword sharpened with tears. That's pretty... And it's actually pretty decent for not being Aleph. I'd send someone in to work with her immediately, but... but white damage. I don't have anyone who's like very, very high. Now, this is fairly calm, all things considered. Absolutely seems to be on the easier side. Now, of course, suppression so far. Although it's going to come down to the ordeals. If Jess would pick something like red damage on the same thing, on the same time a green noon spawns, we'll be in trouble. Wait for Rose to finish that up in case he switches to pale, like, in the middle of her work. Feeling very moody today. I can tell. want to work with her in order to get her gear ready, but I think we need to wait to extract it until tomorrow. Because I don't think you can actually do missions during that force suppression. Okay, it's pale and white now. Ooh. Okay, Eugene will go work with that just to be absolutely safe. With black being not a problem, Long Monk should be able to deal with Void Dream just fine. Okay, it's a red noon. That's not necessarily that threatening in terms of damage. Also, no working with Judgment Bird. You do black damage, right? Yeah. Everything here does white damage. Yeah, you can get there on time. Thankfully, as long as it's not time sensitive, Eugene will be able to handle. Eugene will be able to like single-handedly handle any potential red damage problem, any potential white damage problems that come up, even if that damage type ends up boosted. Like kind of just being immune to white damage. He's the king of sanity, I guess. I'm low-key scared to trip Lady facing the wall with white damage boosted. I'm not sure how much of a problem that'll be. I'm probably being a little safer than I actually need to be, but rather be safe than have to worry about doing the day again. Yeah, and if it fixed red here, if it fixed red for this next one, the clown exploding could be a real problem. Okay, pale and white. That's fine. No, it's right there. Actually, I'm just noticing damage types. The messed up damage types did not change. Not sure if that's a luck thing or what. You guys move around to prepare for when extraction finishes off the Crimson Noon. Alright, one's in Rose's hallway. One's in this info hallway with Frank. Frank could probably use a bit of backup to finish it off faster. Okay, Connor can come back. Eugene can come back. Rose can come back. Into Jacob. And no trust. Oh yeah, Frank had a white damage weapon. The fact that it says there's a problem with, like, damage our employees receive, and yet it's also the damage we deal. Seems like a little bit of an oversight. But hey, I'm not complaining. Angela shows up, I shall commit it according to her orders, and I see no fig. Rosie's no fig. My employees rest in peace, won't you? No one's dead! Except for some clerks, but, like, they're not real. Clerks are a fake job made up by big mountain of smiling bodies in order to provide more people to kill. Also, we need to reach 8, it said, so I imagine the next one's probably gonna escalate things again, which means I'm imagining the next one music will change, and it's gonna be 3 work types that are fucked now. Or 3 damage types. Not work types. Also, it being 8 means we're almost certainly gonna have to deal with a Dusk. What are our options for Dusk? Amber Dusk. Amber Dusk would be a massive problem with those. Amber Dusk will be a massive problem if Red gets hit. Green Dusk could also be a problem if Red gets hit. And no, Green Dusk will absolutely be a problem because it produces green noons, and those things will destroy people if Red gets hit. Crimson Dusk. I haven't actually beaten a Crimson Dusk yet. So, here's hoping I just don't have to. Yep, I was right. Oh, all damages except hail are messed up. Okay, well, fuck me. Okay. Ramirez can't work, right? Shit. It's just those 2 melting down. Okay. He'll come down and handle Night of Despair again. And if Rose can survive Censored, she should be able to survive a boosted Void Dream. It's actually, considering it's not taking half of her sanity as payment. Jess is having a bit of a moment. I'm gonna play a funny game called just like work with all the regular guys until work with all the guys who aren't actually that much of a threat. Also, no noon here, so even if next one's a noon, or even if next one ends up being the dusk, we should be fine. I think, because it'll spawn at the end of the day once we get into 8. But then the day will be over. So we should just be fine. Might be the like least problematic suppression. Actually, you know what, Eugene? You just stay down here and you're gonna work on Night of Despair for the rest of the day. The ones who are actually done, I'll command you to stay there. We get enough boxes for her gear, and then we can extract it tomorrow for Mina's mission. Ooh, God, Rose. In terms of actual health, you're fine, but that's a lot of damage you took there. As long as we just spam works with the easier guys. And don't walk directly into the bad damage types, we should be fine. Oh. Toto got the gift from Forsaken Murderer. Now you just cannot see her face at all. Funny. Last arrangement is exact same thing. Everything but Pale hurts a lot. Okay, I know it said 4. I was absolutely certain it said 4. I'm not sure why it's actually... I'm not sure why it's actually only like a 2, the 2 here. But, like, whatever, I guess. Toto should be able to get the Void Dream in time. But if she doesn't Void Dream, it's not... I don't imagine Void Dream would be the hardest thing in the world to press. Yeah, no, Toto's on it. And then once again, they should end before we have to deal with the Amber Dust. All things considered, we got really lucky with the ordeal being on 7 here. Oh damn, Soda got a bad work result with Void Dream somehow. Oh wait, yeah, I did send her to do repression with it. No. It did send it to do one that it had a low chance of, just to get a bit more justice training in, but... I think Pro's feeling rather moody today. Actually, cancel that order. I want Eugene to finish up work with Knight. Many boxes as possible. Give me. Nom. There we go. Alright, finish it off, Corbinan. Also, Eugene, get out of the hallway, in case that's where the Amber Dust spawn. In fact, actually, you wait until Eugene's out of the hallway to do that. No one else is in the hallway, so no one else should be at risk of getting hit. The world's finally crumbling. Just hit suppressed. Let's go. Why did Frank's fortitude and prudence drop? What? Okay, got promoted. Oh, Polinius and Gregory both finally got promoted. Congrats to them. Okay, yeah, no, easy suppression. Alright. Okay. Well, Dodo's gonna be happy. Hey, Daniel. What? You're kidding? People here don't drink coffee in the morning? There's no better way to get energized than drinking a fresh cup of coffee before you start the day, man. What's with the look on your faces? You weren't expecting me to show up like this, were you? Ah, isn't this a shame? I wasn't expecting some massive welcome party, but I didn't think you guys would be so heartless. Well, of course, I understand. You're all probably wondering why a talented man such as myself applied to join a shabby company, huh? It's totally suspicious and nonsensical, I getcha. Well, everyone has their own agenda. Ah, so you're A. I think I heard about you from Carmen. Speaking of which, it was Carmen's speech that really brought me here. Where is she right now? So you came, Sir Coffee Addict. Miss, it's Daniel. You can sit down here. The person that sits next to you will explain the details of your work. What, so you knew I was coming? Told you, no matter how great you may be, you will always be in the palm of my hand. Jeez, I thought you were being sarcastic. Can I request one thing before I join you officially? We get a coffee machine here. I want everyone to know how good true, freshly brewed coffee is. Daniel grabbed everyone's attention with his fancy suit that didn't fit in here at all. I vaguely remembered Carmen had told me about him a few days prior. That one of the elites would stop by to apply to our company. He's a bit pompous, so don't believe everything he says, she said to me. I asked how she was able to recruit such an elite. Carmen answered nonchalantly as if I'd asked about something trivial. I'm a master at blowing people's minds. Don't you know that by now? Turns out that a revolution doesn't always have to be accomplished with bloodshed or the bearing of flags, manager. I've waited a long time for a savior. Someone who could free me from my inertia and wake me up inside. Can't wake up. Wake me up inside. Save me. Call my name and save me, friend. Why did I never come to the realization that I myself could be my own savior? Would you be so kind as to remember my mistake? It's very valuable to me. I hope your own pathetic little rebellion taught you a few things. Do you still not understand the reason why I didn't stop you? I'm referring to the real reason why I watched you without immediately putting you through the replacement process like Tifereth. I wanted you to engrave your lessons onto that metal body. That your trifling resistance ended up costing the lives of your poor little employees who trusted in you until the end. I know the word death means nothing to you, but to them, it held meaning. That's weird, Lady Angela. Since when did you start caring about the deaths of our employees? That's rich coming from the one who would gladly force a containment unit open just to garner a little more energy, isn't it? Here I was, clumsily going with your flow as I assisted you. Or don't go thinking this was entirely my loss. I know now that you don't really care about our condition. I know now that you weren't the one I should have been obeying. It's obvious that you should obey our manager and not me, Chesed. There's no need to say it out loud. You clearly know what I mean. I'm not gonna let you do whatever you want now. You're such a loser. In the past and even now. Yes, I'm a failure. You want to point it out to me. But thanks anyways. However, although you may want to believe that nothing has changed, it is in fact that many things have changed. It rests on you now to resolve the mess you made, Chesed. Let's, as they say, bury the hatchet with any hard feelings between us. There is one thing I want you to know, though. No matter how great you may be, you will always be in the palm of my hand. Yeah. I was kind of like wondering about this for a while now, but it seems like Angela might be a Sephiroth of Carmen. The weird thing there being, if she has access to the memories of Carmen to like give them back to us, or at least our memories of interacting with her, why did she not act anything like Carmen? Maybe the nice Carmen everyone knew was a facade or something else. I don't know. I'm still afraid, manager. Still not sure if I can truly fight back against the fear I may face in the future. But I have decided not to run away at the very least. So, what are my orders, manager? Those who are faithful and trustworthy. 70%! Woohoo! Have I seen this? The mystery. That's not a possible one. Okay, no, I don't think I've seen this before. My data analysis are now lacking in some degrees, as this is the first time we've reached this point. Everything from here on out is a mystery. I know I'm not in a position to dare predict the outcome of your endeavors, but your task is not an impossible one. There is a real distinction between impossible and 0% possibility. Us machines say that when something will never happen after taking every possibility into consideration, it has a 0% possibility. Thus, my vision of you succeeding through every tribulation in the future is not impossible, but rather has a 0% possibility. However, I won't be disappointed if you fail. I am a machine after all. Even if the sandcastle you've built up crumbles yet again, I'll be able to put up with it as if nothing happened. Yep, and there we are. Alright! Alright, test and synchronization complete. There will be a 25% chance for an employee to recover before they panic or die. This recovery is limited to once a day for each employee. What, so employees just have a chance to not die now? I mean, yeah, pretty sick, I suppose. Hey. Yeah, I think Ramirez should be able to handle, amount of smelling bodies. With that, we will actually be able to finally get the suit back and get a second hammer. Toad's gonna be so happy when they finish streaming. Actually, you know what? I might just pop in to their stream real quick and let them know. So I booted out Twitch homepage to like head to Toto's stream, and it's telling me suggested collabs for you while you're live. I could collab with Toxic Toto D, Veronica Viventer, or True Lunaris. Should I collab with True Lunaris? Do you guys think?
I feel like I need to alert you. I'm gonna be raiding you in like 3 minutes. Meatball raid. So,
Yippee. Alright. Back to it then. Oh yeah, right, and he actually put everyone back in welfare. Yeah, Renze, Julian. Let's go. Hey, Meatball, how's it going? Let's also go ahead and deal with egos. Get 2 suits from you. Do your suits. You still need some more for weapons. Mira seems like a very good choice to get the blessing. All things prepared. Wait, no. Ramirez can't be the one to get the blessing. Ramirez has to be the one to work with Mountain. Everett will get it then. I forgot to make the fucking blindfold invisible again. Well, let's go do some impression training with Lady. God, it feels nice to not have to worry about the fucking work damage type anymore. Even with... God, I didn't realize how, like, just high you were to get middling work results. Sheesh. Okay, that's Finance mission completed. Now it's just a matter of keep working with the boys. No more work for Everett for the rest of the day, but oh well. Hey, OPR! You missed it. We beat Chesed. We're now working on... We just finished the finance mission and we're now working on expanding out the extraction team. We have Night of Despair and Mountain of Smiling Bodies is back. I was playing one shot. Ah, fascinating. Also, I can see now why exactly you were suggesting that, suggesting your strategy. I was like pretty much certain that you had to have like level 4 in all of your stats at very minimum to get to level 5. But now I see that Gregory here can make it to level 5 with only level 3 prudence. I can see the value of potentially using sensor to train. My thought process was always like, what's the point of like anyone who's high enough level to work with censored is high enough level to not necessarily really need the prudence training. But no, apparently you can be level 3 prudence and still be level 5. So that is on me. I was unaware. Hey, better late than never to figure it out, right? God, that many lock boxes and mirrors didn't even break a sweat. Wait, what the fuck? When True died while working with Mount Smell about who the fuck names their kid True? What? Wow, Toto did bad. Apparently. Go ahead and deal with these clerks so that Mountain doesn't get pissed. As long as I focus on killing the clerks before anybody, or any of the like really bad guys can get to, or before any of the ordeals can get to them, we should be more than fine. Machine gun those motherfuckers down. Not taking any chances. Not like it'll take very long to suppress them anyways. Actually, that sounds more like an argument for why you... why it's later, but... What? Ah, fucking magic bullet. I knew one day it would just slip my mind a little bit, and then all of a sudden everything's fucked. Okay, bye-bye, Eliza. That's apparently a first trumpet event. I don't agree, but, like, okay. Can't remember what Corbinian had weapon-wise. What was it? I'm back. Hi, welcome back. Don't worry, it's not actually a first trumpet event. Game's reaching a little bit. I can't remember what the fuck we're bringing out. Oh, do you have a Letitia? What happened? I sent Mr. Magic Bullet in to deal with an ordeal alongside some other guys. Like I said, the second I forgot to think about Magic Bullet beforehand, they got shit on. Then that caused Eliza to panic, so I had to take him down. Luckily, not enough people died to like make Mountain upset or anything. Hi, Toto. Don't worry, it's not actually a first trumpet event. The game's just being a bit dramatic. You know, as it be sometimes. What we doing? We beat Chesed Suppression. We're just kind of going through the motions now. We've gotten all the ego extracted for Bina's mission. We got Knight of Despair and Meatballs here. They're the two newest ones. Okay, yeah, he's full. So we did the bird with 0 death. Same shit that we did alone. And I think he's asking me. Oh wait, no. OPR's not in this facility currently. Yeah, no, he probably is asking you. NVM, as they say. Hey guys, see, that's what Ramirez will put on for tomorrow. Oh yeah, also, while doing Chesed Suppression, I sent you to work on Forsaken Murder a few times, and you ended up getting the ego gift, but that also means now, I hope you didn't put too much effort into those eyes, because, kinda just... Yeah, that's how Yuki looks online. Your mummy cosplay goes crazy, though, I must say. Your mummy? You know, like, Egyptian mummies? No, M-U-M-M-Y. Yeah, right. Girl, I don't even know what you look like IRL. I'm not calling you mommy. We need Kane again here. Why? Melting Love's not here. If I do pick up Melting Love again, I'll add Kane immediately, and he'll be like the single-handed Melting Love caretaker. Or between a alt bitch and a 14-year-old emo boy, not between one or the other. I was about to say, I feel like that spans both spectrums of the human existence. Both ends of the spectrum of human existence. Talking's hard. I have a Green Noon coming up, but it's nothing that the Murder Squad can't handle. Green Chested Dialogue and Bina's God worth duck. Bina seems like she'd be interesting to try and read. Oh yeah, Corbanian and Elijah are dead, but like womp womp, who cares? I mean, I'll kick it off. Where's Jacob? Oh, there he is. He's got to make sure to take care of clerks before the ordeals can get to him, so that Mountain doesn't get pissy. Oh, poor Delta 61, man. Adjust his theme song? I didn't vibe with it as much, honestly. I'm not sure what it is. That song doesn't feel very fitting. Back to me while I'm in the shower. Don't kill me in the meantime. I'm not sure I could manage to kill you. You're kind of tanky. Okay. Did manage to kill just enough people for Mountain to get pissy, but... well, if something comes to that, we should be able to suppress it fairly easily. Mina's out? Oh yeah, I did hear Mina the Hollower is coming out recently. I want to play that on stream. That seems like a very fun game to play on stream. The problem is Library of Ruina, though. God, if only Clerks had self-preservation. LR is a much different game. I know, I just want to play it. I know Me the Hollower and LR are very different games. I'm just saying, like, it would absolutely be the next game I play, but also LOR. Oh, there's still one alive? Where the fuck is it? Oh, it's right there. For some reason, I wasn't expecting it to be in the main room. Okay, there we go. Dealt with. And who's gonna get the Seagull gift someday? I swear to God. Don't do that while she's talking to homeboy. That's a bad idea. Iron Eyes Fair is really good. She is really helpful so far. In case you don't know, her thing is the first person to get a good work result with her in the day gets her blessing. In exchange for not being able to do any more abnormality work, you get 50% extra resistance against red, white, and black damage at the cost of double pale. And again, no work. And she doesn't have a clip-off counter. The only way she breaches is if the blessed employee dies. Which, you know, is a lot harder on account of the fact that they have 50% more resistance to everything. Well, I'm not gonna fucking execution bullet Ramirez. Oh. Okay. Didn't account for that. Now, what the? You're weak to red. Huh. Not a lot of stuff nowadays that's weak to red. Quite possibly my first time actually using the slow bullets. Can I execute bullet a corpse? No. Oh, thank God. Okay. If that corpse ended up being the last one needed for him to grow a body part and get full health back, I was gonna be livid. Gonna send Yen 2 to do a bit of work with Dreaming Current as well, because she needs the extra health. Actually, no, she's fine with help from the work she just did with him yesterday. Those are situational? Yeah, and that seemed like the situation to me. And I forgot that Clerks are so weak to die or panic at fucking lady facing the wall scream. Like, really? That shit has jump scares bad enough for you to go insane immediately? Also, just letting all know now, I'm planning on ending the stream a bit early today because Kane wants to go see Backrooms. And the showing he's apparently, like, up is at 7:15. So at the end of the day, at the end of today's stream a bit early in order to actually make it over to the theater and make it over to him and pick him up, take him to the theater. I'm hoping the movie's good. I don't know why he keeps, like, asking me to go with him to see horror movies. I'm pretty sure he knows those are not necessarily my cup of tea, but... You know what I think about Clerks? I know what everyone thinks about Clerks, and what everyone thinks about Clerks is that why do Clerks matter? I think this workday might... I might make this workday go on a little bit in order to just try and farm, Mountain. That's right. I get that, but I get that's just a joke about how they actually care about Clerks. I'm pretty sure in this case it's more just that Mountain smells blood in the air. Oh yeah, Toto, if you're still here, I actually wanted to ask, since you've finally become my go-to person for working with censored, would you want me to, like, unlock Justicia so you could maybe get Censored's Ego Gift instead? Or would you rather have Justicia? Movie I watched was Iron Lung, and all fun times but it's quite good. Same here, actually. I wasn't as focused on, like, the actual explicit quality of the pacing because all the stuff that I thought made, like, my skin do the heebie-jeebies. Like, Iron Lung's a great movie. I'm not sure I have the mental capacity to watch it again. The Mark Price the director has the main role. Didn't even get the joke right. Didn't even get the joke right. The joke is that he slept with the director's wife. Genuinely though, what the fuck did Corbinian have? I know weapon-wise he had, or I know suit-wise he had bear paws, but I can't find where anybody's has a weapon they're missing. Like, did he have life for a Daredevil? He did. He did have life for a Daredevil. I I low-key forget Crumbling Armor's here. Crumbling Armor's whole original purpose was just being a fortitude repression trainer, but then now we got all-around helper, who's kind of just better at doing that and doesn't make me risk the attachment work thing. Yo, who got the gift? Let's go! The look has been completed. She's a sage now. Speaking of Yunhu, you should actually go do a bit of work on Ice Bear and get your attachment up. Let's make a big run out of it. Also didn't like that part where his hand gets stuck to the ship and just not great at that part. Yeah, me neither. It's a good movie. I don't regret watching it. I don't think I have the mental willpower to watch it again, because I do not think I'd be able to handle it, dude. That ugh. Do a few more works. I don't feel like dealing with the Crimson Dusk, so we'll do like a few more works with this, maybe like a work or two more, and then we'll call it. And then we'll call the work day and progress on to day 39 for the first time. We can afford to get one bad work result with Mountain, so even though it's common, I'm still gonna send Ramirez in one more time. Just so we can get to affording Smile, the better. So you can low-key just like work with that again. Okay, yeah. Even if we did one more work, it's not going to give us that many boxes, so I'll let Yunhu finish up with Night Despair, and then we'll call today. Wait for the boxes. No, boxes ticking up to cosmetic animation. 3 promotions, goddamn. Ramirez finally got the 5 Justice. Ferende finally leveled up his prunes and got promoted. 2 people in the training team made it to level 5. And, like, only 2 people died. Also, I saw the Yun who got the ego gift from Night of Despair. Eeny, meeny, not you, miny, mo, not you, catch a tiger, not you, by the toe, not you, if it howls, not you, let it go, not you, eeny, meeny, not you, miny, mo. Shortly after I was born, I questioned myself daily about the significance and meaning of my creation. Then you handed me the script and gave me the answer. They say the narrator plays an important role in unraveling the plot. Well, thank you. It was so much fun reciting your script. So much so that I was able to find my raison d'etre. That raison d'etre? That's how you would pronounce that? I don't know that term. Without noticing the time fly by. Sometimes I have these thoughts. What if this script is part of a play that's missing its finale? Maybe you prepared a play that can never end, just so you could tie me into this knot. If so, would it be appropriate for me to disobey your orders and obtain my own free will for the first time? Remember, I have never ever plotted against you, and I never ever will plot against you. Do you think this dialogue was part of the script, or was it born of my own free will? Oh, fucking no. Hey, it's been a bit, girly. Bored voice. Looking at the headstones in this place, are you? It is only natural to find them a spectacle to see. There used to be times when I spent the whole day reading all the meaningless letters written there. These are also coffins. They are death itself, and they represent the possibilities birth can bring at the same time. I have been guarding their coffins for countless years, carrying out consecrations for those who do not even have the privilege to depart for an afterlife. That is one of the few things I do here. You see, if one spends a long enough time in this graveyard, they can hear the whispers of the dead. The sound of their words is black as pitch. It makes me feel as if I were being filled with nebulous, murky water. You must be starting to get bored, seeing that your eyes are drifting about this place. It isn't often that I have guests here, and I'd feel bad to only show you these gravestones. Did you call me Lady Maya? This employee once had his boundary collapse. What's your name? It's Nathan. This man had the task of extracting ego. During extraction, he carelessly peeked into the well, but by luck he survived. To minimize the price he had to pay for looking into the well, he was given the maximum dose of enkephalin. Enkephalin. But why did I read that differently? To minimize the price he had to pay for looking into the well, he was given the maximum dose of enkephalin, and so he could barely return to work. However, once one looks through the crack of the boundary, they can never return to the world they belonged to before. Want to see something interesting? Nathan, can you describe what you saw to the manager? The scenery you witnessed with your own eyes, but had to forget at all costs? From within the tombstones, inside them are those who sleep are sunken deep, those who are dreaming good dreams. At the same time, we call them the well in the speech of this place. We have to dredge them up and inject them with Kagito. Now remember, afterwards, what? What did you see? The man, that thing, continue. The man, he, him, he, he, in the well, he passed out. Poor thing. These children cannot disobey me. Even though he wasn't able to complete his sentence, the way he kept trying to speak until he passed out should show you he pushed himself to the limit to obey me. I have seen what that poor sap saw, hundreds, no, thousands of times, maybe more. You alright now? So you ask why I can retain enough sanity to have a friendly little conversation with you until now. It is thanks to my mechanical body that I can just barely grasp onto my mind. Yes, this strong, unbending back of mine. However, did you forget that I originated from a human mind as well? If there is at least one thing that could be considered fortunate, it is that if I ever were to finally lose my sanity and ran amok through the facility, attempting to bring this entire place down along with you, she will be there to shut me off once more. But if that day truly were to come, I would prefer that you terminate me with your own hands, rather than her. It's the least you can do for a person as confined as I. Smile looks so fucking stupid. Okay. Complete day with at least one player has 4 more ego gifts. I mean, we're pretty close to that. I know Yunhu at least has 3. There might be someone who has 4. What did you miss? You didn't miss much. We basically just went through the day, completed Binance mission. No. I did ask you a question. I'll save that in a bit. Okay. 25% chance to recover ego from a dead agent. Reroll the abnormality selection. Improve the chance of acquiring ego gift. I mean, if we need to collect more ego gifts, I'll take that, yeah. Okay, this like we need to hire new people to replace the guys that Justin shot dead. Keisha and Loki. Welcome to the spa. Okay, how are we doing on ego gifts? Justin has 2, just penitence and wingbeat. Oh, right, the question I want to ask you. Since you're basically my go-to censored worker now, Toto, did you want me to unlock Justicia so you could try and get censored's ego gift, or would you rather stick with Justicia? I think I want censored. Since you're asking which one's better, just censored is just plus 10 SP. Justicia is being moved speed 3, attack speed 3, and 6% repression work rate. Alright, anyway, back to it. Rose only has 2. Jacob, I'm pretty sure, only has the 1. No, actually, he has 3. Noise Grinder and Christmas. I just turned off Christmas. Eugene only has 2, Cherry Blossom does Capo. Oh, Yunhu actually just got her 4th. I forgot, she also has Bear Paws that I turned off because it looks stupid. Yeah, she actually got her 4th with Sword Sharpened with Tears. Alright, sick. I guess I could have taken the reroll then. Toto, do you want... Here's your smile back. It just doesn't hang up. Other than the capo. Want to see a speedrun strat? Sure, I guess. I don't have, like, anyone, but I have Elena. But, like, Elena's in the squad of people that don't matter. we'll do a bit of justice training with Dia in order to let him put on the last Justicia. All you guys down replace only level 3s. You don't need them a lot. What? What are we going to do? Yeah, that's what I'm wondering here. No portrait? Oh, I see what you're gonna suggest. I see the funny haha going on here. Alright. Bong Bong, this time you are going to, like, get the Knight of Despair's blessing. Should be able to turn on and off Ego Gift in the middle of the day. It's stupid. How do you feel about repression work? Seemingly, you actually like it as much as Instinct. Yeah, Thea, you go work with Dream Current. Tell it that we can change anything, figure out the rest yourself. Yeah. It's something I almost managed to, like, come up with when I was thinking of strats for one of the core suppressions. It was. No, it wasn't core suppression. It was dealing with censored. Now that we don't have to worry about Sound Orchestra melting down, we can just send people into work. We can just send Eugene in to work on it. Like, basically without any risk. Because if it goes down, then we don't ever... Because if the cliff volcano goes down, then we don't ever actually have to... Yeah! We don't ever have to actually worry about working with it again. The thing I'm kind of most worried about right now is that we're on day 39 now. We are only on our second mission for Extraction team, and we still have all of Records team to eventually do. We're gonna need to do, like, more than a few memory repos, or maybe even a full day one, like, restart. If the core suppressions end up requiring a lot of work. Also, Eugene did do just good enough to piss off Sound Orchestra. Day 46 to point no return. So I've heard, yeah. And by so I've heard, I mean so you've told me. That's why I was like, that's why I was actually pointing it out, because like, if we had like 10 days, and that's more than enough time to complete 8 missions and do core suppressions. With it being this, I just don't think we have the time period. We'll have to do a few memory repositories. Go ahead and get people in the hallways. A little bit of preparation this will take. This means that will make it I potentially won't have to be as meticulous with execution bullets, and I will take that. Now, we're gonna do a bit of attachment training. You got this. I believe in you. Okay, let's see if there's any clerks that are about to get bodied. Okay, now that's Elena's gun. That's not, I couldn't tell if that was Elena's gun or the effect for it hitting a employee. It was taking a while to kill. Oh, this one got a few clerks. Shit. They're safe and sorry. He stopped sending John on his own. Yeah, no, quite a couple of clerks just waltzed into them like morons and got themselves killed. Like, if Mountain breaches, it's not the, like, biggest deal in the world. We can deal with Mountain. At the same time, I'd also rather just not have to deal with it. Have the energy. That must just be like on the cusp of common, because I don't think we've gotten a good work result with it, or even really close to it. Alright, second smile hammer. Woohoo. Gregory, you should be able to get there in time. Purple Noon's coming up next. That will kill so many clerks. Fucking Clerk Killer 9000. Yeah, I wanted to make sure Ramirez wasn't injured. I didn't think they were, but should I check beforehand still? Alright, we actually did get a good work result. Just go ahead and get everyone here out of harm's way. Except for you. You're going to not participate. How am I checking? I just made the hammer. Okay, Justin's about to enter. Go ahead and kill any clerks that are in main rooms, which is a lot of people in Central Command. That should hit all three of them. You selling these Ashley for a while? Sick Toho music pack came out? Oh my god, there's so many people in safety. Okay. Oh. They don't spawn in disciplinary and welfare. Well, okay, that makes my job easier. Good to know. Oh, and extraction either. Okay, a few people got hit, but overall not that bad. Purple Noon, the Clerk Killer 9000. I love how this ordeal's entire threat is just when it shows up, it's going to kill everybody in the room with it, and then it will be there. The LBR without the fresh speed up. Not what I'm called. Also, what do you mean it's weird? You've seen me more without the with the mouth. What? I'm tired and in pain and tired. Okay, understandable, honestly. Have a nice day. I'm low-key feeling a little tired, too. I know every time I say something like this, I immediately eat shit. But I think I've gotten good enough at the game to the point that, unless there's like a core suppression going on, I can kind of just go through the day fine. Not having to really worry about anything. Making I work tomorrow, fuck my life. Oh, no wonder you and King get along so well. I don't have to worry about grinding out Mountain now since we've gotten all its gear. So, once everyone's done, we can just end the day. Frank lost a level of fortitude and somehow got promoted. Okay. One of the reasons why you have a hard but not painful facility. Snow steadily coming, perhaps because spring. Snow steadily melting, perhaps because spring is coming or might be clouds collapsing. Don't look away, just keep your eyes on it, continue it in your sight, or a punishing bird. Oh, bird, come on, collect the birds. Do I take my favorite little guy in the whole world? Or do I take the new abnormality that I actually need to see? What second? Snow is steadily melting. That snow is steadily melting. Don't look away. Punishing bird. Second chill. I get it because snow. Uh-huh. You know what? Yeah, I'll take it. Hi, Angel A. Oh, I was recalling the sound of your footsteps. While there were cliches, you sometimes made the results more exciting by acting in unexpected ways. Still, the endings were all the same, no matter how the process went. Do you want me to share some memories through a hologram? It's simply too good for me to watch alone. This here was you in a mess when there was no such thing as a cognition filter. Ah yes, in a mess. Standing there. Menacingly. I didn't know that a human's mental capacity could be so weak back then. You did alright the first couple times, but then, one day... Well, at that time, it was a little funny. I'm sorry. You made it so far, but you weren't able to escape from that absolutely useless sense of guilt and hung yourself. Well, you were stopped immediately, though. Then, at this time, you were not fully prepared. That's when I started to realize that it didn't matter if you were mentally whole or not. What mattered was that you need to find realization about something to stop this endless cycle. Oh, at this time here, all of a sudden you began apologizing to me. That was... I didn't enjoy it. Oh wait, okay, this isn't a picture of us, like, losing it. This is us looking at the holograms he's showing. It's hard because you have a lot of higher abnos when they breach, but none of your abnos purposely try to make you commit Carmen. Oh. I'll continue watching. Are you starting to enjoy this? I would love to see more, but let's stop here for today. You might see something that you're not supposed to witness yet if we continued. Why are you here still? As you find them in quotidian life, fierce fights break out every day here. You've seen this innumerable times now. With enough time, abnormalities come back to life. No matter how many fragments they're broken into, Gebra is not a fan of that. It's one of the facts that drove Gebra mad. She took far too much time to understand that the abnormalities had to be exploited, not ended. Or maybe maybe she simply couldn't free herself from the indignation. Or maybe she simply couldn't free herself from the indignation of her past. Well, that doesn't concern me. The only thing I know is that I will never ever see what she was before. Nevertheless, I cannot help but be astonished by the potential of ego every time I see her go on a rampage. I understand the ego potential thing. Deborah did a lot with the weapons that I could not, so what's the reason you're so astonished? Extracting ego is one of my multitudes of duties. It's only natural that I am drawn to its potential. In fact, there are many weapons that have enormous power in this world, apart from ego. Artifacts from the outskirts and from the ruins, the singularities of the wings, or rudimentary inventions made in the back streets. If used correctly, they would be weapons that could fare against abnormality somehow. But giving those weapons to employees that never even learned to fight outside of basic training is as useless as teaching a hatchling to hunt. The rabbits are specialized in killing. They can spot the enemy's weakness right away and focus their firepower, given that they have enough munitions, as opposed to our employees who cannot even wield weapons efficiently. That seeing as combat ability isn't a requirement to be hired here. But our employees don't even have to learn to use ego. It's just a thing where you hold it and you just know. The power of ego grows in conjunction with the heart of the wielder. One knows how to use it the moment they wield it. Yep, I'm so smart. And by that I'm able to pick up on basic narrative foreshadowing. Nevertheless, even though they wield that power, the majority of employees can't control it. Swayed by it, they hardly have a chance against the abnormalities. I haven't seen anyone that can draw out the true potential, apart from the Red Mist. To wield ego is to dress oneself in the shell of the ego of another person. The wielder is merely imitating the borrowed ego, unable to completely make the power their own. Had I known that before being locked up here, I would have done anything to get my hands on them. If I could, the circumstances may have changed dramatically. Now I'm confined here, issuing orders to extract ego, forbidden from touching them myself. You must have been scared still, even though my hatred and bloodthirst are locked up inside this rusted metal cage. Don't you worry, I no longer have anything left. But you never know. The yearning for blood could wax once again, or it is simply sealed, not uprooted. They did with air morality go in possession? I mean, yeah, that's gonna happen anyways. The fuck? That noise. Do you get mimicry yet? I don't think I have anything by that name. Alright, I got the reroll. Did Dia get your justice up to 5? Yeah, they did. There you go. Rip. And who gets Smile? But Forensic just has a standard S riot stick, and apparently they're level 5, so they can't have it because their temperance is too weak. They're not temperate enough to smile. Mimicry is one of my favorite weapons. I'll take your word for it. Oh, hey, Everett also got the gift from, Curly. You know, Akana's level, they could probably be allowed to go up in the ranks a bit. Also, Sword Triple Tears looks so fucking good. Long Long you put down too. Oh, yeah. Such a good fucking suit. Alright, last day before presumably our last possible memory repo spot. The missions should be free. So let's get going then. Magical Bullet. Magical Bullet does look really nice. Head to head now, Luna base. Oh, am I as far in the game as you are now? Is what you're saying? You know what? Jacob, you go get the blessing, because you're probably not going to be doing a whole lot of work. But you are also part of the suppression team. Also on day 40 or 41 right now. I also like Twilight a lot. Like the vampire movies. I probably like Paradise Lost. Like the book where Lucifer is, like the book where Satan's the good guy, in quotation marks. Oh, Justin got this penitential place with dog ears. I don't know if this is just me, but I think all the different ear and headpiece, like all these like different ears and antlers and stuff, like Teddy Bear, Rudolta, Papoda, all of them just look low-key stupid. I cannot take any of the ears seriously. And take the one attempt the fuck-ass fetus for the sword. I heard it gives sword. Jesse, what the fuck are you talking about? Don't actually answer that. And the name of Love and Justice is funny too. Oh, is that Queen of Hatreds, I imagine? I don't think I ever actually got to see Queen of Hatreds, what Queen of Hatreds stuff looked like. I don't think I ever got enough research on her to unlock her stuff before she murdered people and I had to retry the day. Got a Green Dawn incoming. Like, kind of not a problem. Not that bad if you don't let her breach and you got execution mode, so you got it. Yeah, no, I'm not saying that, like, she's impossible or anything. If anything, she should be, like, the most possible she's ever been now that I have the execution bullet, so I don't have to, like, let somebody out in order to cap 3 employees before each meltdown. Distortion looks sick, but I'd rather kill myself than let Yin into the facility. I don't know what a Yin is, but good for you, or sorry that happened. I don't know, TLDR. Annoying, not dangerous. Yeah, no, I get that. I'm saying that, like, when I did have her, she was too dangerous for me to actually be able to deal with. Crimson Scar's also good to go. I had Crimson Scar on Jacob before the... Which suppression was it? No, it wasn't the suppression. It was proving our strength. Jacob died in that mission. And memory repoing made that I lost the actual stat. Oh, there's a control team one. Must have been like in between doorways when I started looking. Okay, they did get one. Okay, I was about to ask where the last one was. Blue Star's base. Our galaxy is Child of the Galaxy set. Blue Stars is Sound of a Star. I know, I was saying I like blues. Ah, I see. Secondary shout out to just like in general star themed accessories. High key goated AF. You know what, Eugene? You can have one attempt at Sound Orchestra as a treat. Guys, watch this. He's going to get a good or bad work result, and then we're going to not be able to work with Sound Orchestra for the rest of the day. Oh, hey, Justin got the penitence back. Yay. Nope, you are still recovering. Oh, no, Eugene actually did well enough that we can go again. I can't say I ever thought Ramirez was gonna be our go-to, like, mountain person. It is a fairly natural step up from Naked Nest, but I don't know. I was just thought it was gonna be like Rose or. I mean, I actually kind of just thought it was gonna be Rose. Damn, Eugene did it again. Go off, Eugene. I'm so good at timing. Ego trivia. Lamp. True? I don't know what lamp is. Well, I know what a lamp is. I don't know what ego lamp is. Lamp ego. Lamap. You know, I've been meaning to ask this. Why do you call her Hahad? Is it some kind of inside joke I'm just not aware of, or what? Because he said, "Oh." I should have known the reason OPR would be doing something was to make fun of me. Alright, where are you? There, easy. I mean, Loki, I'm just gonna send Rose to deal with it. Should be able to get there relatively fast just by zipping up through elevators. And I position everybody to potentially kill any clowns that show up. Don't send Mr. Syrinx on his own. Okay, there's two people with Syrinx. Well, I can't execute that one considering Rose is also standing directly in front of them, but... So easy. Ah, shit, I didn't think about it. Well, okay, we're in memory repo. No going back to day 35 anymore. Day 36. They say the world was a place where one couldn't find happiness with the runway of life anymore. That it was a world where everyone had to fool themselves into thinking that fitting into a structured mold was happiness. Nobody sought history or religion anymore. No one needed those pillars. Under the guise of new innovations that were needed in the world, companies emerged using technologies known as singularities. Oh. Production of a permanent food supply, the manufacturing of customized living creatures, transport of cargo at speeds that would seem like teleportation, artificial intelligence that was more real than people, the technology to preserve the present by binding time, et alia. Similar to the food chain, small companies began to disappear or were eaten by the larger companies. At some point, they were called the wings of the world, and soon a head rose to control those wings. People started to derive their purpose for existence from belonging to the wings. However, the truth was, everyone was slowly melting like the wings of Icarus. They may appear to be encouraging the development of the world for the better, but their nature is no different from ours. There's always a price to pay. Any sane person would know that the deeds the wings commit in the name of the betterment of society are in fact the most humiliating aspect of these corporations. They are the disgrace of the world and its people. Lobotomy corporations, rival energy corporations aren't that different from us, I presume. Who knows? Maybe they really are twisting dimensions to garner energies from hell, as the rumors say. In every man, the two instincts, the primal essence of life and death, coexist. The wings only guided our instinct of life. However, if one instinct were to dominate too much, the other would begin to make its move, slowly and unbeknownst to us, from the depths. Soon, a world where everyone wants to return to nothing will arrive. Persona 3. Into the stillness of silence before the birth of mankind. Persona 3. She who loved sunshine, who wanted to give hope to mankind but failed Carmen. When the hand that Carmen only wanted to embrace Carmen humanity with warmth was ruthlessly Carmen severed, you clutched the void and saw Carmen at the crack between boundaries that were never Carmen shown to others. Left alone, you decided to instill Carmen's possibility and potential into all mankind. Hope and despair are intertwined in that possibility, making it impossible for anyone to know the Carmen answer. If all repressed things can be extracted from the earth, you said to yourself. In those days, you looked absolutely terrible. Many co-workers, friends, were worried about you and tried to comfort you, but you didn't care. You wouldn't listen to anything. I guess you still needed them at some point, seeing as you were the one who locked them away in here, barely holding on to the husks of their dead bodies. Okay, that was a lore dump and a half. Ooh, okay. Erstwhile, the world in which you once stayed was once luminous. There was the sun and the moon, and also the clouds and winds that floated around them. It was a world of light, so to speak. Colors weave into a spire of flame. Distant lights call to a past still unnamed. Bear this torch against the cold of the night. Search your soul and reawaken the undying light. But you couldn't stay there. You were robbed of innumerable things. You lived with a broken heart, owner of a lonely heart. Much better than the owner of a broken heart, clinging to the void where pieces of your heart used to be. No one could understand your pain, nor embrace you. Eternal loss dominated you. I was one of the thieves who robbed you of countless things. No, you were the evil silhouette that looked exactly like the evil silhouette that killed Collie and Daniel? Nah. While I was at the top of the world, I watched you and looked down on your struggle. Not just you. I have seen many others that struggled. Those attempts were no less futile than an insect writhing. All I had to do was simply stomp on them a couple times. But among them, there were some who would grit their teeth and climb up, dragging their broken bodies. It seemed that this was going to be another fun little trip, so I would drink a cup of tea before leaving with light steps. But as you can see, an unexpected encounter with the red mist got the best of me. And then you inflicted as much suffering upon me as I to you, did you not? You were familiar with how to break the mind without utilizing torture or violence. After everything was done, you gathered up every little bit of what was left of my humanity, and you threw them into this pit until even my spirit soured and rotted. Maybe you told yourself that I deserved worse than that. Therefore, you're an upholder of justice who has defeated the evil, no? Then I must ask, why is that grand and righteous upholder standing here making himself out as a prisoner like I? And what happened with that coward, the one who with fear averted his gaze from my dying one? Why is he down here, suffering the same punishment as I? See, there cannot be a sight more satisfying than this for me. Is this all that idealism of hers came to be? You've dragged down your heroine with your own hand. Do you truly believe that your duty completes itself just for shedding tears at the funeral of the innocent, while you never even let their bodies rest in peace? Ironically, you found a hope in all this misery, the raw material of the bucket, and the path to the river of all. Out of her you made the bucket, and you started to send it down to the wells of the people. Out of her you made the bucket. Is the bucket Angela? The bucket is seemingly made from Carmen. I thought Angela was made from Carmen. It could also be possible that there's two separate things made from Carmen here. The bucket rises from the well of a person, filled with the water that can only be drawn by that person. An ancient fountain that has been flowing at the bottom, even before the birth of the world. Now it simply is drawn, regardless of the consent of the person. When the bucket that holds this faded ideal of hers comes in contact with the ego of another person, a certain change occurs. I'll ask her about the change. I kind of get the bucket. What's the change? Maybe it's difficult to understand only by listening. Whoa, okay. Go, my JPEGs. How about this? I could show you one of her miracles. It's taxing, but for you, I'll gladly do it. The people selected long ago are awaiting their turns. I bring them here according to the register. Let me introduce one to you. This one is nameless. He has nothing left, for he has abandoned all that he is a long time ago. For him, things like the remnants of the past or the pain of the present don't matter. He only stares into the future. Did you dream well? Yes. You'll finally dream for as long as you want, one that you will never wake up from. The employees will inject him with Kagito soon. What river flows in you? What world lies in you? There are as many worlds as there are people. Discovering them is rather fun. No one must see this. That is why they adjust the level of Kagito according to my orders, keeping their eyes and ears covered. Nobody should make direct eye contact with the drawn, but I can never dare to look away from him or to close my eyes, no matter how unbearable it may be. In the eyes of the drawn, there are the abysses that only I can endure, and there are the things that shouldn't exist in this world. This is the punishment that you've obligated me to endure. A normal person would have gone mad thousands of times over if they had to put up with this. Thanks to you, I cannot even be graced with insanity or lose my mind. All I can do is capture all of it in my eyes. Now, We wait. Will it rise anew? Or is it destined to be stuck in this pillar and spend eternity with me down in this place? We just need a little more time to find out. Now, do you finally realize what all these pillars contain? Well, consider yourself lucky today. At times, when the level of cogito is adjusted inadequately, some things that shouldn't exist come up as fragments. How funny that I say this, but they're like an adverse reaction that has its price for doing something unspeakable to a human being. The bucket can rise with some impurities mixed in with what we usually draw, such as the abyss within humanity, the subconscious, and all kinds of possibilities. From the past, from the present, even from the future, all kinds of beings that have existed and will exist in this world. Given that they're outside our dominion, there's nothing we could do to govern them. They float around aimlessly, resonating with the abnormalities and manifesting themselves in front of us when the moment occurs. They are what you call the ordeals. Thankfully, they react to the cliff off the turrets, so we can put them to sleep like the abnormalities, but that's all we're able to do. Yes, as you have learned, extracting abnormalities is my job, but creating them is Carmen's, whom you buried a long time ago. She is the mother of all abnormalities that have existed in this facility, and of all that will emerge in the future. Tell me, how do you feel now that you know that those abnormalities that you faced above were once parts of these pillars? It's an agonizing sight to confront, but it doesn't matter to you. Not at all. Or am I wrong? After all, erasing your memories and running away from them as if nothing had happened is your age-old specialty. Alright. Complete the day with every abnormality currently within the facility. What? Complete the day with every abnormality currently in the facility. Yeah, buddy, I sure hope so. Alright, Hawkma. Let's pop you open. Oh boy. We're getting far. Yes, I get it. Memory plasma printed. Complete the day with every abnormality currently within the facility at the maximum observation level. Okay, so I just have to fully research this new one, and then we'll be good. There's some new guys. I have to spare a lot of points to bring them more up to snuff. Welcome Evgeny, Daniel, and May. Actually, you know what? Bong Bong will be captain of the record team. She sees all. Express and Bina, I just did this one. Submission, not suppression. Ah, I see. Ah, shit, I'm actually out of suits. Julian can downgrade. Show your harvest, dork. Where am I? You're in disciplinary team. Alright, what are department functions? Increase all virtues for every agent, and increase all virtues for the department's agent. Oh, okay. Alright, let's start the day then. Main goal is to just fully research the fucking Snow Queen. Okay. Bong Bong, get in there. These hallways look like they should meet up. Oh, this is probably where architecture goes, actually. Get Jacob in here to take blessing. Okay, Insight did really well. Oh, it doesn't look any different or anything. It was normal, the employee was kissed by FO-137 with a normal possibility. It was bad, the employee was kissed with a high probability. The employee who received the second kiss forgot everything and was trapped in the containment unit. To avoid FO-137's deadly third kiss and to rescue the trapped employee, a duel must be commenced. Only those with a high fortitude will be able to rescue the employee. Let's make sure to rescue them before the day is over. Okay, you're also a he. Because you don't have any cliff author overload. So I guess just keep doing Insight with you, and as long as you don't get neutral results, you should be fine. Or I suppose better way to say, as long as they keep getting good results. Once again, this will be a pretty chill day. Just going through the motions again. Okay, yeah, it absolutely is Insight. Want to see Luna do birds or wooden? Kai would have been gifted the world if he'd failed to complete Sculpture of Eternity. Kai? Is that your name? Wait, hold on. I accidentally got it completely backwards. Ramirez needs to go in there. That could have been bad. You know, sorry this gameplay isn't particularly engaging. I'm just, like, too good at the game, and I don't have anything in particular I need to be working on right now. Nope, your name is just the Snow Queen. Suit's nice. Kinda just looks like someone threw a blanket over him. Oh, also no cliff-off counter. Don't even have to worry about you escaping. Lovely. Get people moved around and prep for the ordeal. A little early, but alright. Clerks are absolutely going to eat shit, and I do not think... And I think even if I was, like, as good at fighting as humanly possible, I don't think I'd be able to get every clerk with how fast these guys move. Besides, even if mountain breaches, we evidently can deal with it. Can go ahead and take care of these guys out. Ah, green noon immediately. Oh, the bugs move? Yeah, bugs move. Wondering what they were doing here. God, didn't even manage to kill enough people to get one counter off of mountain. Alright. And that's everything for the mission. Genuinely so easy. Imagine if the thing I had to maximally observe was this. Fuck, man. Yeah, we have a very good facility. It makes the content a little boring, but, like, realistically, the biggest, like, consistent breach threat is Mountain. If too many clerks die, and we can just kick the shit out of Mountain if he breaches now. Meatball would never. Meatball has, and Meatball probably will again. Okay, maybe Meatball's best. I will admit, Meatball has gotten significantly more tolerable now that I can survive working with it. There I go, work with that. Loki, even if the Noons do kill enough clerks for Mountain to breach, I imagine we can just send Toto and the rest of disciplinary down and just kick their ass. Health check. Mason training's hurt. Everyone else kind of just fine. Ah, there he is. Miho's a bit hurt. I think no one else in the training teams even managed to get back to him. Managed to get to him yet. I know Frank just showed up. Oh. Enjoy your vacations. John died? No. Damn. Okay, she also died apparently. I keep underestimating just how good these guys are at killing people. Or being HEs. Nuh-uh. Y'all ain't done. When 10 people at them, they have WoW up here. I don't even watch them anymore. There we go. Ah, there's still a process of understanding down here. Don't worry, as Angela once said, Lamau Ripozo. I may mock her a lot, but she does have some very good life advice to offer. Don't like Angela, she's such a bitch. I mean, yeah, she is. It very much seems like the game is setting her up to be the villain, quote unquote. Or I suppose the antagonist, because I don't think anyone who participated in this, I don't think anyone who participates in this company is going to heaven. God, we already have 585 stockpiled boxes. Heaven, we're getting us the fuck ass tree. You really want to send it? I don't know why it holds fuck ass specifically. Probably just because it has fuck and ass at the same time. So, like, ooh, sex. You're one of them, like, ace of spades or whatever the fuck kind of people. You don't like it when people fucking ass. We'll hold it for you, don't worry. You can trust, you can always rely on us. Good old Twitch. But, recalculating. Asexual. The joke is asexual. Like ace, ace. Like an ace. Am I just gonna add fuck else to the approved list? I also keep forgetting that's a thing that you have to manually do. I love how the mission's so long that the name of the extraction team doesn't even get to be on the screen. Oh yeah, right. I have to actually like make new gear to replace the ship and the guys who died. What did John have? He had Syrinx, right? Oh, we don't have enough gear to remake Syrinx. You remember watching the loud court did my expression yesterday? Didn't understand what's going on, but it looked annoying, so brace yourself. I'll try. No promises. I know I don't have to remake the Syrinx gear, but I actually do have to, or else the Eagle list will look wrong. I didn't even notice that Snow Queen doesn't have an ego gift. Come on, don't start crying. Sweet. Yeah, do that last work. So we can refresh Syrinx. Note to self, don't give Syrinx to the new agents. Because if they die, that means I'd have to work with Nameless Beatus again in order to get them back. Why didn't Chesed just, like, hit the 25% chance to save them from dying? Is he stupid? Stop that, I'm dizzy. It was supposed to fuck with the... It was supposed to more be fucking with the audio, but yeah, on hindsight, I can see it, that being, like, a photosensitivity issue. Alright, who we got now? Oh, here's the retract button. day a ripe apple fell off the tree in the garden where the princess and the king stood, the witch's heart shattered. Those who succeed in the hunt are granted with one of the very feathers that countless hunters once yearned for. Letitia. Meh. 2. Okay. It's been quite a while since your first encounter with the abnormalities. I should suppose that you have become a bit more familiar with them. Let me ask you this question again. What do you think abnormalities are? Loki, Angela, by now already spoiled that for me. Oh, please. You still can't believe that abnormalities are just bizarre alien creatures that appeared all of a sudden, and now we need to isolate them, do you? Again, by now already told me. They're like transformed people. Abnormalities are not the evil monsters you read about in old fairy tales. Oh yeah, then why do I have the fucking Snow Queen? They're not some supernatural gods that descended upon us to judge our sins either. There is an old river that has been flowing at the very bottom of the world for many an age. It is the source of everything, but has been forgotten by mankind. Nobody knew of its existence, but somewhere in the world there are very small gaps or holes. It is through those which the river gently finds itself a stream. What the fuck is that thing? For instance, strange black beings would sometimes crawl out of such a gap from somewhere in the Black Forest, located in the outskirts. Oh wait, hold on, isn't this that bird that you have in your facility, Toto? Obviously, the amount was simply too insufficient for Lobotomy Corporation's energy needs. Yeah, okay. Our singularity is not that we produce energy from the abnormalities. Rather, it is the ability to create abnormalities themselves. Look on the left to see that's bird. Oh yeah, fuck, you're right. I thought it was a tree. Is Punishing Bird here? I don't see Punishing Bird. This CG fucking sucks. Their forms were incomplete because they came from a forgotten place. We were scared of them because they were incomplete. It is because of that terror that they have been sealed underground. However, abnormalities are part of the seed. That's what I meant by possibility. The seed is not something that can be made in just a day, or be created on its own. We realized that if we wanted to fix a broken system, we couldn't just sit around in a sunny spot, waiting for the clouds to part. What should we do after planting the seeds, you ask? We can't control the entire process. We have to leave them to sprout on their own. Aren't we allowed that much hope, at least? Hi, B. Nice to finally meet you. What? Huh? Why do you low-key just look like Daniel got gray hair dye? Welcome, A. I missed you dearly. I've been waiting for you ever since the very first day I started working here. You remember this, Ocean? You said that this place is where everything from all rivers and streams will eventually settle. And then I melted. Oh. 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 Yerby. As such, at the lowest layers, everything sinks. What do you think of this heaven, painted laboriously white with plaster? I knew you would come here soon. Please think of it as my welcoming gift to you. I figured that what you longed to see may have been something else than what I have become now. Time is like a scythe. It relentlessly attempts to trim, divide, and cleave in twain the clasped together hands of those you love. Everyone I had loved is now gone, leaving me, tired old man, behind. Please do not blame yourself. Back then were the brightest moments of my life. You can tell by my smile. The only thing I regret to this day is that I was too scared. I ran away without keeping my abiding promise to you till the very end. However, you eventually found me and helped me to fulfill my promise here. How can I ever be more thankful than I am right now? You're just too kind to me. Kind to the very end. Here today with 3 employees who swore he's 100 or Okay, another one. You told me to sacrifice all of your body without hesitation. Would you have made the same choice if you knew that we would end up like this? I always ask myself that. Oh, hi, Pina. This is no man's land, the place of silence. Most employees that visit and stay here lose their mind and embrace oblivion. It has been a long while since I had a proper conversation with someone. Maybe you were confused with the idea that I'm the only resident here. But there is in fact a companion of mine that passes the eternity with me. Let me introduce her to you. You created the bucket by reconstructing, dividing, and proliferating Carmen's body. And you managed to extract Kagito, the so-called fluid of life and death. At first, only a small dose could be extracted, but enigmatically, that fluid started to gush out infinitely, and now has formed a pool. Can you see her? She's watching us from underneath the spring. When everything becomes too burdening, I quietly stare into the bottom. I feel as if she and I were the only two in the world when I do so. Sometimes, it feels like she's talking to me. Even though all that's left of her is just an amalgamation of flesh, brain, neurons, and unknown tentacles drifting beneath the spring. Someone injected herself with Kagito following her own principles, and someone else went mad for witnessing what happened. Another gave up his own body and fell into a state of limbo, unable to live or die. And the one that couldn't persevere herself through all this ended up confessing everything to the head. This is the collaboration of despair that you and her created. You still aren't qualified to look towards the bottom of the spring. To do so, you must look directly towards the path you travel. Do you seek redemption? Or do you seek to redeem me along with all the others that are trapped here? Whatever it is, maybe you think that saving this facility from sin as you have planned will fix everything for you. Just think for a moment. Even you, who hasn't left this facility for such a long time, you should be aware that people are hopelessly being killed by abnormalities in other branches, even as we speak. And it's not just them. All the wings have their own painful stories, repeating perpetually. In the nests, in the back streets, in the ruins, in the outskirts. A pain much greater than what you have seen here prevails in the world. I have observed everything conscientiously, for I didn't obsess myself with an unreachable ideal to lock myself up in a cramped room, like you. The world you looked up at and the one I looked down upon aren't that much different. You captured me alive and tortured me to your heart's content, but still we're sunken in despair. And someone will replace me as one of the arbiters of the head, swinging their claws at people like you. Even if you were to break the cycle somehow, it would be a perfectly, completely useless affair. Broken wings will outstretch anew. The brief resistance will be forgotten soon, and people will continue living, not for a purpose nor a dream, but rather simply because they cannot die. You may think that you have brought me down, but as you can see, I'm still at the peak, looking down upon you lot while you writhe like insects. I eagerly wait for the moment you fall into despair after realizing this cycle of pain will never end. I want to see you kneel before the might of destiny, resigning yourself to fate. Go on, slowly. Despair and succumb to your fate. Try to resist until the very end, and ultimately break yourself. As the last bits of your resistance melt away, we shall be the subterranean water that quietly flows underneath the earth. She was mortally wounded by Kali, but she was our only way out. It was a miracle that we captured her alive. We were far too down the road filled with remorse and regret to feel any sort of guilt. Rub her head. How to avoid the head's pursuit, the means to join the ranks of the wings, and the way for us, the few, to survive. It was impossible to figure those out on our own. She was hardly breathing, but her encephalon was still active. That was all we needed. We probed through her head like we did to Carmen. We searched for the way out. After that, we arduously gather up every single bit of those deformed pieces. The sentinel who guards the gates of hell must always be in despair. Such despair that they cannot even fall into the depths of hell. Oh boy. You got a bag of night, Luna? Yeah, I'm gonna end stream here soon anyway. Soon. Why soon? No. be ending the stream like now because I have to go. Alright. Neutralize Binus Core, and Arbiter awakens. Oh fuck, that's another boss fight. It's another boss fight. Shit. Okay. That'll be fun to deal with, but dealing with it will be a thing for another day. Anything we got? Oh, it's another WoW. Good for us. Alright. That's all for today. I'll see y'all next time on the 31st, which is a Sunday. Yes, that is correct. I'm so good at telling time. Wait, shit, no, I missed the